watch daily videos and ace your GRE preparation. Don't forget to click on the bell icon and subscribe to the channel.
Hi guys, this is Aishwarya once again and welcome to the channel. Let's begin with today's vocabulary words. So today's vocabulary words, we are going to learn 4 main words and there'll be a lot of synonyms and antonyms. So I want your full concentration for the next 5 to 7 minutes and I want all of you guys to sit with a pen and paper and keep on noting down. Alright, so we are slightly moving towards the intermediate words. So you might or might not use these words in your day-to-day language. So you have to start using it. And now we are slowly going to increase the difficulty level in all of the videos. Okay, so stay glued and let's improve our vocabulary. Alright, so today's 4 words that we are going to learn today is ADROIT, Maladroit, SINISTER and GAUCHE. Okay, I know, don't get scared that what am I talking. We'll be learning about the synonyms and antonyms, and you are also going to use these words towards the end in a sentence, so that's going to make it easy for you. So the first word for today is ADROIT. Okay, so you also have to understand the pronunciation of the word. So it's ADROIT. Okay, as you can see, what do you mean by ADROIT? It's ideally a French word. So the English meaning of the word or the French meaning of the word is being skillful and clever. Like, you are an expert in something. You have the necessary skills. So you call that person like, that person is an ADROIT. Okay, ADROIT. That's how you pronounce it. Now, the synonyms of the word adroit would be adept, okay, A-D-E-P-T. So, whenever you have to replace word skillful, whenever you are writing or whenever you are talking, you can use a word called as adept instead of saying skillful. So, which other words you can use for saying clever or skillful or the person who has necessary skills? It's adept. Deft, okay, D-E-F-T. That's also a person who has necessary skills. Then you can also use dexterous, okay. Now dexterous, it's not T-R-O-U-S. That is something that you have to keep in mind. It's D-E-X-T-R-T-E-R-O-U-S, okay, not T-R, it's T-E-R. So it's dexterous. All right. So the synonyms of the word adroit will be adept, dexterous, deft, ingenious. Okay, so it's ingenious, G-E-N-I-O-U-S, competent and virtuoso. Okay, so synonyms of the word, we are increasing the difficulty level so that you can use all of these words in your day-to-day language. So write down with me and speak also with me as you watch the video. Adept, dexterous, deft, ingenious, competent and virtuoso. Okay, all of these words mean being skillful, a person who has the necessary skills and who is very clever and skillful. All right, now let's move towards the antonyms or the opposite of the word adroit. Okay, now the opposite of the word adroit is immature, artless, dabbler and dilettante. Okay, once again, immature, artless, dabbler and dilettante. Okay, now just check for the spellings. Okay, these words might be new to you, but if you have to call a person who is immature, who doesn't have the necessary skills, so instead of using the word like he's immature, doesn't know anything, so one word would be, oh, he's a dabbler at it. Like somebody who is starting something and he has not reached that expert level, you call that person like oh, he's a dabbler at it, he's immature, he has not reached that expert level. Okay, or you can call that person as an artless person or dilettante, D-I-L-E-T-T-A-N-T-E. Okay, so these are the synonyms and antonyms of the word adroit, which means skillful and clever. Okay, now moving ahead, we are going to talk about exactly opposite word of adroit, which is maladroit. Okay, maladroit, you have put the word mal, which obviously tells you that it's an opposite of the word adroit. So maladroit is a person who is not skillful, doesn't have necessary skills, who is again immature, artless, dabbler, dilettante. Okay, so not skillful, clumsy, ineffective. Some of the synonyms of the word maladroit will be, just see here as and speak also with me. inept, okay, incompetent, gauche, gawky, and ungraceful. Okay, inept, incompetent, gauche, gawky, and ungraceful. Okay, you are very clumsy, you are not very skillful, whether you go to do something and you create a mess out of it. So that person is a maladroit person, not very skillful, immature, gawky, ungraceful. Okay, now talking about the antonyms of the word. So maladroit is a antonym of adroit. So antonyms, what will be the antonyms? The synonyms. So antonyms of the word, or the opposite of the word maladroit, is adroit. Okay, the person who is skillful, competent, expert. Okay, so these are going to be the antonyms of the word maladroit. All right, now let's move to the third word for the day. So the reason behind collating all of these 4 words together in one video is they are more or less similar, and at the same time you learn a lot of words. Okay, so I want full concentration for the next 2 words. Sit with a pen and paper and keep on noting down. All right, so the next word is gauche. Okay, now gauche means socially awkward, somewhere similar to maladroit, and you are lacking ease or grace of doing something. Okay, now the synonyms of the word will be again maladroit. Okay, so gauche means socially awkward, being very clumsy and not graceful. So the synonyms will be maladroit, unsophisticated, uncultured. Okay, so these are the synonyms of the word gauche, G-A-U-C-H-E. Next, antonyms of the word gauche would be elegant, sophisticated, and graceful. Okay, so these words are similar in meaning. So you need to know that, whenever you see a word gauche and maladroit, they would be somewhere similar. So while reading also, you need to understand that. And while speaking also, there is a similarity and a slight difference as well. Okay, now next word that we are going to learn today is sinister. Okay, S-I-N-I-S-T-E-R, sinister. What do you mean by sinister? Sinister means an evil doing, singularly if you can call it's an evil thing, or productive of being evil. Like, you might have heard that, as part of superstition, something is inauspicious, okay? Or it's a bad omen to do something. So sinister, so earlier days, like long ago, you used to call, like, if a person is a left-handed person, okay, so that's not good, or that's not a good omen. They used to call it long back. Right now it's not at all correct, but yeah, so they had this in their mind that, sinister is a person that's a bad omen if you're a left-handed person. So sinister means productive of evil, or a bad omen, or something evil is going to happen. Okay, so that is what you mean by the word sinister. In order to explain you well, let's move on to some of the synonyms and antonyms of the word sinister. Now the synonyms of the word sinister is frightening, alarming, ominous, or ill-omened, or inauspicious. Okay, so it's alarming, oh, this is a wrong thing, it's a wrongdoing, or it's very alarming, or not a good omen, a bad omen, let's not do it. Ill-omened, okay, or inauspicious. All right, now the antonyms of the word sinister would be auspicious, optimistic. Okay, and another word, like, for the good that you can say is, new word that you're learning is propitious. Okay, how do you spell it? P-R-O-P-I-T-I-O-U-S. Propitious is a good omen, or something good happening, and not an evil happening. Okay, so the antonyms of the word sinister is propitious, auspicious, and optimistic. All right, so in this lecture for today, we have learned 4 new words, which is adroit, maladroit, gauche, and sinister. Okay, and these are the 4 words, and we have bucketed down our vocabulary with around 10 to 15 new words. Okay, so if I have to ask you, what do you mean by adept? Okay, so we have learned a new word, adept, which is similar to adroit, which means skillful. Okay, now adept, deft, all of these means skillful. Okay, ingenious, competent, virtuoso, remember? All right, now when I talk about the words like gawky, okay, or ungraceful, gawky, like, when you pronounce it itself sounds very harsh. So that's similar to maladroit. Okay, now when I talk about the next word as Propitious, okay, just now recently we did. So propitious means something good, like, opposite of sinister. Sinister is a bad omen, so propitious is a good omen. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the lecture. If you liked the video, do like, share and subscribe. And there is a bell icon down there, you can click on it. And yeah, don't forget to just use these words in the sentences and put down in the comment section below. Okay, I'll be waiting to see all of your sentences, and if there are any feedbacks, I will make sure that I write down in the comment section as well. All the best, and stay tuned. Bye bye.